Welcome back to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today we will dive deep into the explosive twists awaiting us on Tuesday, August 19th, 2025, where secrets unravel, alliances shatter, and lives hang in the balance in Port Charles. Let's kick things off with the simmering tension between Curtis Ashford and his ex-wife, Jordan Ashford. Viewers have been glued to their screens as Curtis meticulously checks out Jordan's sleek new apartment, ensuring every detail meets his high standards for safety and style. After giving it his seal of approval, the pair raises glasses in a celebratory toast. But the air thickens with unspoken desires. A fleeting moment of closeness sparks an awkward pause, reminding everyone that beneath their cordial facade, deep feelings still linger. Yet, Curtis remains committed to his marriage, and Jordan, ever the principled commissioner, refuses to cross the line into home-wrecking territory, adding a fresh layer of intrigue. Whispers around town suggest that Curtis's recent intimate reconnection with his wife, Portia Robinson, might be the catalyst for unforeseen complications. Perhaps a hidden rival or a buried secret from Portia's past emerges, pulling Curtis into a web of trouble that could jeopardize his club, the Savoy, or even his personal safety. Fans are speculating wildly could this be tied to a mysterious figure from Portia's medical history, forcing Curtis to confront demons he thought were long buried. Shifting gears to the high-stakes drama at General Hospital, Stella Henry finds herself in the crosshairs of two relentless medical insurance fraud investigators. This interrogation stems directly from a pivotal phone call made by Drew Kane, who unwittingly or perhaps deliberately set the wheels in motion. Stella's compassionate decision to assist Martin Gray with some questionable paperwork now threatens to drag her into legal quicksand. Imagine the irony. Martin, with his silver-tongued charm and close ties to Drew, might be tempted to flip the script and betray the congressman to save his own skin. Picture Stella, cornered in a sterile hospital conference room, her usual poise cracking under the pressure of pointed questions about falsified claims and ethical lapses. Fortunately, she's not alone. Jordan is by her side, leveraging her law enforcement expertise to ensure Stella isn't unfairly steamrolled by the authorities. We can invent a new element here. Maybe Stella recalls a crucial piece of evidence, like a forgotten email chain, that could shift the blame elsewhere, turning the tables on the investigators and exposing a larger conspiracy within the hospital's administration. This subplot promises to explore themes of loyalty and redemption, as Stella fights to protect her family's honor while navigating the murky waters of insurance bureaucracy. ABC General Hospital spoilers for Tuesday, August 19th. Tease an intense showdown as Drew Kane storms in to confront the formidable Sonny over matters involving Michael Corinthos. With tensions at a boiling point, Drew lays down an ultimatum: comply with his demands, or face the dire consequence of Michael landing behind bars. Hiding in the shadows, Justine Turner overhears every heated word, her allegiance potentially swaying toward Team Sonny as she processes the raw emotion of the exchange. Envision Drew, fueled by a mix of righteous anger and personal vendettas, pounding his fist on Sonny's desk at the coffee warehouse, demanding control over a shady business deal that could upend the Corinthos empire. Sonny, ever the strategic kingpin, might counter with a veiled threat, hinting at dirt on Drew's own past that could derail his political ambitions, adding inventive flair. Perhaps Justine stumbles upon a hidden recording device during her eavesdropping, giving her leverage to broker peace or ignite an all-out war. This confrontation isn't just about family feuds, it's a chess game of power, where one wrong move could topple dynasties and forge unlikely partnerships. In the cutthroat world of Port Charles, meanwhile, Brook Lynn Quartermain faces a direct confrontation that cuts to the core of her family dynamics. Accused of being overly harsh on her mother, BLQ defends herself passionately, admitting she knows others perceive her as too critical, but insisting it's all rooted in tough love. Picture her in a heated exchange at the Quartermain mansion, surrounded by opulent decor that contrasts sharply with the emotional rawness of the moment. Maybe she reveals a new detail, like a childhood memory of neglect that fuels her protective instincts, humanizing her stance and adding depth to her character arc. This scene could evolve into a heartfelt reconciliation or escalate into a full-blown argument, drawing in other family members like Ned or Olivia for added drama. On another front, Maxie Jones seeks out legal counsel from Martin Gray to navigate the turbulent waters. At Deception Cosmetics, the bubbly blonde expresses deep concerns that her reluctance to follow the crowd's risky decisions might lead to her ousting from the company she helped build. Envision Maxie pacing in Martin's office, her signature fashion flair clashing with the somber legal tomes, as she details a new invented element, a clandestine board meeting, where shady investors push for unethical marketing tactics, putting Maxie's moral compass at odds with profit-driven peers. Martin's advice could introduce fresh twists, perhaps suggesting a bold counter-strategy like rallying allies or uncovering embezzlement, ensuring Maxie fights back with style and smarts. Finally, the episode builds to a climactic encounter at the Five Poppies, where Jason Morgan and Britt Westburn come face to face. After what feels like an eternity of separation, Britt, her eyes wide with urgency, implores Jason to leave with her immediately, her voice laced with fear that hints at imminent danger, possibly a hit squad closing in, or a toxic scheme unraveling. This plea isn't just dramatic, it's a lifeline, as Britt appears determined to shield Jason from catastrophe, maybe even a fatal trap set by old enemies. Delving into inventive territory, we can ponder what Britt has been up to since faking her death. Perhaps she's been undercover, infiltrating a criminal syndicate tied to the Casadinis, gathering intel that could save Jason but expose her own vulnerabilities. Why the elaborate ruse? It might stem from a deeper motive, like protecting a secret child or avenging a past betrayal, adding layers of mystery and romance to their fraught reunion. As Jason weighs his options, the stakes skyrocket, leaving fans on the edge of their seats for what's next in this roller coaster of revelations. Next, we will explore the tantalizing possibility of Willow Tate, unleashing a masterful three-step strategy to win back the heart of Harrison Chase, reigniting a flame from their passionate past in the ever-dramatic world of Port Charles. Diving right into the heart of the matter, ABC General Hospital spoilers and fresh updates hint at Willow Tate potentially crafting an intricate plan to recapture the affections of Harrison Chase, her former flame from days long before her complicated entanglements with Michael Corinthos. Remember, Willow and Chase once shared a deep, genuine connection that blossomed into something truly special, filled with tender moments and shared dreams that seemed unbreakable at the time. Now, with Willow finding herself single once again and reflecting on her romantic missteps, Chase emerges as the one who got away, the steadfast detective whose loyalty and charm never wavered. Even though Chase is currently tied down in matrimony to the fiery Brook Lynn Quartermain, that marital bond might not prove an insurmountable barrier if Willow truly believes he's her destined soulmate. Picture Willow, her resolve hardening amid the bustling corridors of General Hospital, where she's faced health battles and emotional upheavals, deciding it's time to fight for what she wants. To add an inventive twist, perhaps Willow stumbles upon an old love letter from Chase tucked away in her belongings, a relic from their happier days that reignites her determination and provides the emotional fuel for her bold pursuit. This could set the stage for secret late-night reflections where Willow envisions a future free from the Corinthos family drama, with Chase by her side as her rock. Building on that foundation, Willow's path to reclaiming Chase could involve going to extraordinary lengths, especially after feeling disillusioned by her experiences with Michael Corinthos, and even a fleeting attraction to Drew Kane that left her yearning for something more stable. Chase, with his heroic demeanor and unwavering integrity, starts to shine as the ideal partner she lets slip away amid life's chaotic twists. Despite his marriage to Brook Lynn, Willow might not hesitate to pursue him if her heart convinces her they're meant to be. Inventing a new layer here, imagine Willow confiding in a close friend like Sasha Gilmore during a quiet coffee meetup at Kelly's Diner, where she admits her lingering regrets and sketches out preliminary ideas for reconnection, perhaps even practicing flirty lines that highlight Chase's protective nature. This strategy isn't born out of malice, but from a genuine belief in second chances, and it could involve subtle manipulations of circumstances to draw Chase closer, testing the waters of their old chemistry while navigating the ethical gray areas of Port Charles' intertwined relationships. This brings us to the core of Willow's potential three-step master plan, designed to methodically pull Chase away from Brook Lynn and back into her arms, potentially sparking a romantic revival that shakes up the Quartermain and Corinthos clans alike. Each phase is crafted with precision, leveraging Chase's personality traits and their shared history to create irresistible pull. To elaborate with fresh details, Willow might start by researching Chase's past heroic acts through old police reports or mutual friend stories, arming herself with knowledge to subtly orchestrate scenarios that play to his strengths. This plan isn't just impulsive, it's a calculated dance of emotions, where Willow positions herself as the missing piece in Chase's puzzle, all while the town buzzes with whispers of impending heartbreak and new beginnings. Kicking off with Step 1. Willow could focus on awakening Chase's inner hero by positioning herself as the damsel in need of rescue, tapping into his natural inclination to protect and serve. Chase thrives on being the knight in shining armor, so Willow might cleverly create opportunities for him to step up and save the day. With a slew of personal challenges on the horizon, perhaps intensified by her ongoing health concerns or family pressures, Willow could lean on Chase for guidance and support, allowing him to feel indispensable in her life. Adding an inventive element. Envision a stormy night where Willow's car breaks down near Chase's patrol route, leading to a dramatic roadside rescue that includes shared laughter over old inside jokes, effectively pulling his focus away from Brook Lynn and planting seeds of doubt about his current marriage. This tactic not only draws Chase nearer, but also rekindles that spark of excitement from their early days, making it a smart move in Willow's quest for reunion, as she subtly shifts his priorities and fosters a growing emotional dependency. Moving seamlessly to the second step, Willow has a golden chance to spotlight their enduring romantic history and the lingering, unfinished business between them, harkening back to the era before her heartbreaking betrayal of a gravely ill Chase. By turning to Michael, General Hospital fans are in for some emotionally charged scenes ahead, where Chase opens up to Willow in vulnerable conversations that stir up vivid recollections of their blissful times as a devoted duo. This was during the period when Michael was entangled with Sasha Corbin, and Willow stood faithfully by Chase's side, only for a partner swap to occur in a bid to present Michael as the more stable parental figure, for little wily Corinthos over the manipulative Nell Benson, to invent a new dimension, perhaps during one of these heart-to-hearts at a secluded park bench overlooking the harbor. Willow pulls out a cherished photo album from their past, flipping through snapshots of romantic getaways and tender embraces, which triggers Chase to confess unresolved feelings he's buried under his marriage vows. Such developments are poised to magnetically draw Chase back toward Willow, leaving her thrilled with the progress as they inch closer to rekindling what was once a perfect match, all while navigating the guilt and nostalgia that come with revisiting a love interrupted by deception and duty. Finally, rounding out the plan with Step 3, Willow might strategically work to sow discord in Chase and Brook Lynn's union, though she may not have to try too hard given the existing cracks in their relationship foundation. We could see Willow subtly undermining their marriage by highlighting incompatibilities, or offering Chase a sympathetic ear during his moments of frustration. Capitalizing on Chase's marital woes, Willow positions herself as the superior romantic choice, ready to mend his wounded heart as things crumble with Brook Lynn. Inventing an extra twist. Imagine Willow accidentally overhearing a heated argument between Chase and Brook Lynn at the Metro Court, then later comforting Chase with a home-cooked meal at her place, where she shares fabricated stories of her own relationship insights that paint Brook Lynn in a less favorable light without direct confrontation. As Chase's bond with Brook Lynn frays further, perhaps exacerbated by Brook Lynn's career ambitions, clashing with his desire for stability, Willow stands poised to collect the pieces, offering a vision of harmony that contrasts sharply with his current turmoil. Upcoming spoilers suggest Willow's love life is on the cusp of uplifting turns, so stay vigilant for signs of this Chase reunion blossoming into something real and lasting. In wrapping up this spoiler-packed deep dive, it's clear that Willow Tate's potential three-step blueprint could redefine her romantic trajectory, pulling Harrison Chase back into her orbit and setting off fireworks across Port Charles. Whether it leads to triumph or tragedy, these developments promise edge-of-your-seat drama. Next, we will delve into the heartbreaking legacy of Nathan West's tragic demise, and the intriguing journey of actor Ryan Pavey, sparking fresh speculation about a possible return to the soap opera scene in Port Charles. The residents of Port Charles, particularly the grief-stricken Maxie Jones and the formidable Liesel Obrecht, were plunged into unimaginable sorrow when Nathan West met his untimely end, gunned down by his own deranged father, Caesar Faison, in a heroic bid to shield Maxie from harm's way. This shattering event unfolded in a tense standoff at Crimson Magazine's offices, where Nathan's bravery shone through as he positioned himself as a human barrier, only to succumb to fatal wounds that left the town reeling. To invent a poignant new detail, envision Maxie clutching Nathan's badge in the aftermath, whispering vows of eternal love amid a sea of sympathetic faces from the PCPD, while Obrecht, usually so steely, breaks down in a rare display of vulnerability, cursing Faison's name in her thick accent. This loss not only ripped apart families, but also echoed through the corridors of General Hospital, where colleagues like Finn and Amy shared hushed stories of Nathan's kindness, forever altering the dynamics of loyalty and revenge in the soap's intricate web. Ryan Pavey quickly became a beloved figure among fans, with his portrayal of the dashing detective Nathan West capturing hearts far and wide, and the electric chemistry between Nathan and Maxie emerging as one of the most adored pairings in ABC General Hospital history. Viewers tuned in religiously to witness their tender romance blossom amidst high-stakes drama, from undercover operations to heartfelt proposals that painted them as the ultimate power couple, adding a creative flourish. Imagine fan forums buzzing with recreated montages of their iconic scenes, like that moonlit dance at the nurses' ball where Nathan's protective gaze melted Maxie's defenses, solidifying their status as a benchmark for soap opera romance. Pavey's charisma brought depth to Nathan, blending rugged heroism with emotional vulnerability, making his character's arc from newcomer cop to devoted husband a staple of daytime TV magic. Around the time of his departure from the show, Pavey opened up in an exclusive sit-down with Soap Hub, candidly unpacking the motivations that led him to step away from the role that had defined his early career. He spoke of the intense demands of the soap world, where grueling schedules and constant character evolutions tested even the most resilient performers. Inventing an extra layer. Picture Pavey reflecting during the interview on a quiet set break, surrounded by props from Nathan's precinct desk, as he shared how the role's emotional highs and lows mirrored his own life transitions, hinting at a desire for creative freedom beyond the scripted confines of Port Charles. In a bold move in 2024, Pavey took to heavy, calm to declare his full retreat from the acting industry, issuing a heartfelt and detailed statement that addressed swirling rumors and set the record straight on his personal struggles. He expressed initial hesitation about going public, noting how gossip had spiraled out of control with misinterpretations of his words by third parties, eager to craft their own stories. Pavey emphasized his straightforward nature, lamenting a social media landscape that twists narratives effortlessly, often catching him off guard until his team flagged the frenzy. He reiterated his need to pause from acting, a choice he'd contemplated for some time, but one that recent events made imperative for his well-being. The industry, he revealed, had lost its allure, contributing to a decline in his mental health that transformed him into someone he scarcely recognized, complete with public outbursts of frustration for which he apologized. Despite years of relative ease, the past period brought turbulent waters, including financial betrayals like hacked accounts, embezzled funds, and pilfered investment SPACs he viewed as recoverable hurdles. Yet, the true catalyst was his mother's lung cancer diagnosis, prompting him to relocate from Los Angeles to be nearer to her, redirecting his focus toward family support. To add an inventive element, perhaps Pavey described in the statement a vivid memory of rushing to his mother's side during a chemotherapy session, where her strength inspired him to prioritize real-life bonds over Hollywood's glamour, weaving in gratitude for the industry's gifts while underscoring his pivot to personal healing. Far from fading into obscurity, Pavey channeled his creativity into new avenues, most notably by founding Fortunate Wanderer, an online venture where he crafts and sells bespoke jewelry pieces inspired by his travels and inner reflections. Each item, from intricately designed necklaces to rugged bracelets, carries a story of wanderlust and resilience, appealing to fans who appreciate his hands-on artistry. Building on this, invent a new detail where Pavey hosts virtual workshops on his site, teaching enthusiasts how to forge simple pieces using recycled materials, fostering a community that blends his soap opera fame with this artisanal passion, all while hinting at therapeutic benefits that aided his mental recovery. More recently, Pavey thrilled supporters by attending a lively fan event in Georgia, where he reconnected with admirers through autographs, photos, and shared anecdotes, later posting an engaging reel that captured the joy of the gathering. The video showcased smiling faces and heartfelt hugs, but it was the closing tease that ignited excitement. Pavey promised forthcoming news about irons in the fire and fun stuff on the horizon, urging fans to stay tuned for announcements. To creatively expand, envision the reel including behind-the-scenes clips of Pavey surprising a young fan with a custom jewelry gift, his warm smile evoking Nathan's charm, and ending with a cryptic wink that fueled online theories about what's next. This enigmatic message has fans speculating wild like gold it signaled Pavey's triumphant return to General Hospital as Nathan West, with his on-screen sister Britt Westburn dramatically resurfacing from the presumed dead, and now ensnared by a mysterious captor. The plot thickens for potential family reunions, inventing a thrilling twist. Perhaps Nathan was secretly revived through a clandestine medical experiment orchestrated by a shadowy figure, with Faison long thought DC said pulling strings from the shadows, his villainous legacy refusing to die. And if that's the case, might Peter August, another of Faison's offspring, also claw his way back from the grave, setting up a chaotic sibling showdown that drags Maxie back into the fray? While resurrecting an entire family line sounds outlandish, the soap opera realm thrives on such miraculous comebacks. From cryogenic preservations to doppelganger swaps that keep audiences hooked, regardless of the specifics. Enthusiasts would erupt in delight at seeing Pavey grace the screen once more, his presence a nostalgic balm for longtime viewers. Beyond soaps, he built a stellar reputation in Hallmark's holiday movie lineup, starring in feel-good tales of romance and redemption that garnered a dedicated following, rivaling his General Hospital base. Adding a fresh element, recall how Pavey's Hallmark roles often mirrored Nathan's heroic traits, like in a film where he plays a small-town sheriff saving Christmas, blending his real-life jewelry crafting into character hobbies that endeared him to even more fans across genres. There you have it. Loyal viewers, this exploration of Nathan's enduring impact and Ryan Pavey's evolving path leaves us eagerly awaiting his next chapter. What do you think his big news could be? Like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.